Hello and welcome to this video. When diversity visa entrants get selected in the lottery, a question they frequently ask is, what are my chances of being scheduled for interview? Because as you know, not all who get selected in the lottery end up being interviewed. Now, when asking that question, most applicants take into consideration their case number. But as you will learn from this video, there may be more to your chances of interview than just your case number. So keep watching as I explain to you what that means. Okay, so what you and everyone else are aware of is when you get selected in the diversity visa lottery, you consider your case number. In case your case number is a low one in your region, then you have high chances of being scheduled for interview. And in case your case number is a high one in your region, then your chances of being scheduled for interview are low. And then there are others who even add to that. They say you must first wait for the diversity visa lottery statistics to be published. And then that will tell you how many persons were selected from your region. And then based on that, you will know whether your case number is a high one or a low one. And that will help you to determine your chances of being scheduled for interview. A long process. Now, those are the kinds of things I would have been telling you had I not known how things are playing out currently in the diversity visa program. You see, the issue of low case numbers having high chances of being interviewed or being scheduled for interview, and high case numbers having low chances of being scheduled for interview is how the diversity visa program was designed to work. And that system worked perfectly up to COVID-19. But what no one is telling you or no one has told you is that since COVID-19, things are currently being done differently in the diversity visa program. In other words, currently it is possible for you to have a low case number in your region and not be scheduled for interview, whereas someone else with a high case number in their region, possibly the same region as yours, a high case number, being scheduled for interview. That is very possible in the diversity visa program nowadays. And there are many applicants in the ongoing program who are currently experiencing that. But strangely, everyone is sticking to the pre-COVID way of analyzing the chances of applicants. Whereas, as I said, things are currently being done differently. So if things are currently being done differently, then what can I say determines the chances of diversity visa applicants nowadays? That is what I'm going to reveal to you in a moment. But before I do, let me talk about my diversity visa guidance program. In case you need guidance for any aspect of your diversity visa application, whether general or case specific, then click on the link in the description of this video and you will be led to my diversity visa guidance platform. To benefit from my guidance, first enter your email address to express your intent, and you will be led to the join page where you will be required to pay your monthly subscription fee. The monthly subscription fee currently goes for 2 months. There is also the message feature on the platform in case you would like to have more information. So click on that link in the description of this video and take advantage of my guidance. Now, back to our discussion. So as I was saying, if the chances of diversity visa applicants nowadays do not depend solely on their case number, what do they depend on? And the answer to that is they depend on the approach that is applied to their region during their program. Yes, the approach that is applied to their region during their program. Now, what does that mean? Earlier I said, prior to COVID-19, the issue of low case number having high chances and high case numbers having low chances worked perfectly. And I also added that that is how the program was designed to work, and that was the approach that was being applied to the program prior to COVID-19. But in recent years, the approach that is being applied is more of embassy performance approach. In other words, embassies are left to decide how they go about interviewing diversity visa cases. So in case an embassy decides that throughout the fiscal year they will not interview any diversity visa case, that is what is going to happen. So imagine if you have a low case number assigned at such an embassy, can you say that you have high chances of being scheduled for interview, whereas that embassy has decided that they will not interview any diversity visa case? The answer is obviously no. You cannot say you have high chances, because if the embassy is not interviewing diversity visa cases, then you have no chances. There could be another embassy that could decide that during the first few months of the fiscal year, we will not interview any diversity visa case. And that is what is going to happen at that embassy. You may have another embassy deciding that they will not interview any diversity visa case until the final months of the fiscal year. At that embassy, that is what is going to happen. Another embassy may decide that we are going to interview only few diversity visa cases throughout the fiscal year, even if that embassy has hundreds of cases assigned to it. At that embassy, only few diversity visa cases will be interviewed throughout the fiscal year, because that is what they have decided. So you see that it is not always that the case number approach is applied in the diversity visa program nowadays. And for that reason, you cannot limit your chances to just your case number. That is why I'm saying that your chances actually depend on the approach that is applied in your region during your diversity visa program. With that, being aware as I speak that your case number is a low one is not sufficient to determine your chances. And being told that your case number is high or low after the diversity visa statistics are released in the month of July or August still does not determine whether your chances are high or they are low. What will ultimately determine your chances in the diversity visa program, as things are currently happening, is the approach applied to your region during your diversity visa program. And that is what you should have at the back of your mind, and not limit yourself to high or low case number analysis. So that is it when it comes to the chances of diversity visa applicants in the diversity visa program of today. And that is what I had to share with you in this video, which brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching it. See you either in Mangade's program or the next video. Until then, God willing, goodbye.